the rest of the story. How close did we once come to World War III? I'll tell you how close. 1959. An American SAC B-47 on forward alert has taken off from a secret airbase in England, ostensibly on maneuvers, but there are live nuclear warheads aboard. So at any moment the crew could receive orders to enter Soviet airspace and drop the big one on Leningrad. Considering Cold War tensions, they half expected it. The B-47 is above the clouds now, following a prescribed course. Below should be the White Sea. But then the pilot, C.D. Bohan, catches a shadow off to his right, and the co-pilot confirms it's a flashlight. Flashlight, that's the NATO code word for the Yak-25, a Soviet twin-engine interceptor designed and built for one purpose, to shoot down B-47s. Something has gone terribly wrong. Somehow the American plane's navigational equipment has let them down, has guided them into forbidden skies. That flashlight can cut them to pieces in a second. Both pilots knew that. But the B-47 has its own radar-aimed guns, so it could be a double funeral. So perhaps while considering these things, the Soviet pilot pulls alongside the Boeing bomber, wingtip to wingtip. The pilots can see each other's faces now. It's a stare-down on the dawning of doomsday. And suddenly there's a voice on the B-47's radio, English spoken in a heavy Russian accent. "You are approaching the Soviet Union. What is your intention?" Captain Bohan, calmly as possible, tells of the equipment failure and asks, "May we turn around and go home?" The following silence is taken as a negative. The options are dwindling by the second. If the Yak downs the American plane, a worldwide nuclear war has begun. If the Russians try to force the B-47 to land, she will resist with everything she's got. Same result. Meanwhile, over the radio, persistent, awesome silence. So Captain Bohan once again makes contact. He tells the Russian pilot, in effect, "I have something you want. Let us go home and it's yours." It's a gamble, but it's all they've got. They've already committed an unauthorized breach of radio silence. They know all of the regs against passing information or equipment to the enemy, but it's the world we're talking about here, so the Americans roll the dice. Following another tense stretch of static, the Russian pilot responds. He says he must confirm that the Americans really have what they say. And with that, the Yak rolls out, up and over, until it is flying upside down, canopy to canopy, with a Boeing bomber. And after completing visual verification, the Russian rolls back out. And he's obviously weighing the various benefits and consequences when, after a seeming eternity, he's back on the radio. Details of the shipment are specified and memorized. Delivery is promised, and the deal is done. The Americans and their multi-megaton bombs may go in peace. And thus, once upon a nightmare, was everything we know ever so quietly pulled back from the brink of oblivion, not through the wisdom of any government, but because two pilots, two people, kept their heads and jettisoned the rules and made a trade, the planet, for an irresistibly fascinating trinket, the B-47 Navigator's genuine American wristwatch, the $2 Timex that saved the world. And now you know the rest of the story.